I'm going to go with some new wheels and tyres, but then I remembered I've got these Bronco Grizzly Claws, which are very perished, and no, we won't use that one, humbug. She got a plug in the sidewall. That's the one that was on the front of the other one. I remember that. I drove 50 miles home on that. Anyway, we'll keep that one as a spare. We've got 4 of these to choose from. One's full of mud. This one's got a plug in it, so that should leave 2 that might be good enough to go on the back of here, because this is going to be like a final send-off run. I think she ain't going to be much good if we manage to get her out tomorrow. She's going to be broken by the end of it. I can see it. So that's going on the back door as a spare, because that's still got air in it, so that plug ain't leaking, which it just means it'll inevitably do what tyres do at some point and no longer have pressure inside of it. Also, I found a crack up there that I'm not going to poke. Oh, there's some carpet there. There's a few holes. We're just sort of, you can't see them from here. So. Sponsored by Monster? No, should be. Right, come on, let's go and source some more tyreage. What size are them wheel nuts? We'll take that with us. So that one's got some air in it, and only 3 wheel nuts holding it on, and no plugs visible in that sidewall. And the one on the back door, the one on the back door might be the one with the mud in it. Possibly. There's a reason it's on the back door, but it's full of air. Oh, it's got a slice in the sidewall. Yeah, so that sort of leaves us 2 tyres. I can't even see that one. Well, I think we're using that one because it's still up. And we'll use this other one here because... Oh, you're not going to believe this. You see how much it's leaning? That tyre's not even that flat. It is just leaning. It is bagged suspension, and the fact that the shell has dropped around the chassis mounts on that side, so the whole lot just went over. There's a lot bigger gap in that arch than there is in the other one. So I'll take these wheel nuts off here and see what happens. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I don't know quite how we're going to do this. Wow, someone done them up so they wouldn't fall off. Take that out. If you take that out, that makes it do more torquelation. If you don't believe me, watch. If that don't work, we'll get a fresh battery. Right. Get on there. Oh well, at least 2 of the 5 wheel studs on this are slightly bent, which is interesting. I wonder what this one's like. Oh, that one's slightly bent and has threads missing. Excellent. Also, this probably isn't a high speed kind of tyre. That means we won't go over 100. That'll be alright. Now the interesting part is going to be getting this wheel off here, because there's truck on it and there's a hole there. We'll kick a brake pipe into it, that'll fix it. Now I could get the high lift jack and put it under here to jack it up. Unfortunately, under there, well, that seal is made of under seal. It's not made of metal anymore. The under seal that's on it is making the shape be that shape. Well, come, look. It's just that the everything has got holes, and rejuvenation cream in. So there's not a lot left to jack on. And I've put that one in the way of getting the loader in here to lift it with the loader, so there's that. I'm also curious as to what kind of diesel tank this is. Also, there's about a 2 foot square hole in the rear corner where you can, I think a skinny person could probably get into the cab without opening any doors. Just saying. I don't know. How are we going to do this? I would jack on the tow bar, but I think that'll snap off. Well, we're going to make it dangerous. We're going to attempt to jack it up by the sill. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Either what is here will end up here, but everything around it will remain where it is, because there's no metal, it's all paint and under seal. Or this will lift, but the chassis and axle will stay behind on the floor, because there are no body mounts that are really mounting the body anymore. It's all sort of gone that way a bit and down, so it's just excellent. Also, I've got a sketchy high lift jack that doesn't always work, and it doesn't work today in particular. Oh, am I going to have to jack it all the fucking way up? Oh no. When I started. Oh, well. She's a bit sticky. It crunched. It crunched a little more. Hold on. Did you see it go up? I think the floor just dropped out of it. Oh yeah, because we had the load liner in the back. That was the rear floor and arch, weren't it? Because there was no... This is not safe. I'd stand back, humbug. I think she's caving in. You know when you've got a coil spring in some spring clamps and you go to loosen them and one side starts to pop out and it's time to run scared, but you've still got to somehow get the spring out without killing everybody, so similar situation. Let's get him away and then we'll just we'll let it be at one with nature, shall we? Or have we got... Oh, hang on, we've got some scrap tyres. We'll chuck a scrap tyre under it. That might work. Oh. Well, that's that. We've got a wheel with a tyre. And it says Bronco Grizzly Claw. So, get a load of that. That's got tread for days. She's brand new apart from all the cuts and perishables. Can't do this with alley rims. They don't like it apparently. There, that'll be dirtier than that within half an hour of being on there. question is, because there's still quite a bit of wheel arch left in this one, will these tyres fit? Because that one hadn't got any arches left in it, so they weren't going to rub in that. We'll find out, I guess. Okay. I'll get some nuts. We will. Should be more aggressive now. I'll get the other one done. It's the torquelisation doing up wheel nuts. I put the extension back on, but they don't snap them. We'll go around and check them with a bar later if we remember. If not, we'll remember to check them with a bar when they come loose. Perfect. Well, that's one done. Looks better already, don't it? See, because it's now, what time is it? She don't know.
4:30.
It's now 4:30 on Saturday. I've potentially got to go to work again later. I've potentially got to go to work in the morning as well, and we don't want to be overly late getting to Jersey when we're going byways and back roads, so we want to leave here relatively early. We've still not investigated four-wheel drive because there's something wrong in the front axle somewhere. I'm hoping it's a hub, but it could be drive shaft or even whole diff, and there's a partially built axle there with some bits missing. So there's that as well, you know, could go a lot worse I suppose, but with these, even if we can't get the four-wheel drives, they'll take us where we want to go because they're Bronco Grizzly claws, they do. I don't know why they stopped making them. They should make someone should do it, just make them be perfect tyres, go anywhere, preferably without all the perishments and cracks, because they do make other people slightly nervous, especially when they see me doing about 85 hammer down sideways. I don't know. Let's find another wheel, shall we? Now this side here is going to be incredibly interesting on account of the fact in many places the paint that's holding the sill together is missing altogether, and that means there is no sill altogether. And also this side is the side that the body's sunk about 1.5 inches around the body mount, so I really strongly doubt we're going to lift the chassis and axle. But it could be worse. We could be going off-roading in 15-16 hours time. Oh, we are. Hopefully. Still no four-wheel drive, still got a leaky intercooler, a leaky fuel pump. I'm not sure about brakes. We know it's going to brake, but I just want to know if the brakes work. Oh, is there nothing there? Oh, well, that's a shame. We'll have to try again.
Go away.
What?
Yeah.
They might even be in this. We had them in that, weren't it? That
Yeah.
dark blue 78 when I was stripping that. There was a nest in there, weren't there? Because I set light to it. The truck I mean, not the wasp nest. Oh, this side really makes noises. I'm not sure whether anything but the body shell's lifting. I don't think this door's going to open anymore, on account of the fact that the shut line's moved up the top here, so something's twisted. Oh. Oh, the tree appears to be holding it as well. What the hell was that?
That's just one of the bits leaning up against the front.
Oh, that's alright. I'm actually shocked. I think you're going to have to come here carefully. I am actually shocked. I've gone on the only part of that sill that was actually, well, look along the whole sill. That's the only bit that was there, and it's surprisingly strong. Maybe the expanding foam that was all in there's made it thicker and stronger. You can see the spring mount's come away from the chassis, which means that even if I do keep jacking, the axle's going to stay on the floor. So this is going to be interesting. Oh, this side's got 4-wheel nuts just to make it harder to steal. Excellent. Oh well, I'll keep jacking then and wait for it to all go wrong. It's nearly off the ground, you know. I think that's up. I'll get the ugly duggly done and I'll make it go and the wheel will come off. That will, that's how that works. I'm behind you. Of course, this is how you die working on jacked up in a sketchy fashion, and then you take the wheels off them. And then when the wheel nut gets stuck in your socket, you spend half an hour sitting here playing with it to try and get the wheel nut out of your socket. Oh, that didn't work. Oh. I'm going to need my tool of optimum persuasion. Where's the hammer?
Oh, go away.
No, you're stuck with me.
Not you.
You only have to persuade it once and it comes right off. I would stick the wheel nuts inside, but if I open the door, I think the jack's going to end up at the roof. I'll chuck it on the floor where it's safe. Move everything out of here ready. I'll take the hammer back with me in case it assaults me and then I can assault it back. fairly well stuck on there. Right, let's crack the perfect window through. It's surprising how prettily this tree is here. It's covered in spikes, really. Oh yeah, that tyre's definitely not deformed in any way, shape or form. We'll definitely run it on the road many times. It's probably actually the best one. Because although it's funny shapes, it's not as cracked as the others. So, there's that. I'm not even going to bother trying to put a scrap tyre under it each time. No point. Gonna get emptied out, have the interior stripped, the window stripped, the doors off it that are surprisingly still not too bad, canopy off it, load it up with scrap and send it over the weighbridge, because there's not enough left of the chassis to try and weld to, and even if there was, there's not enough left of the body to try and weld to, and even if there was, we've robbed all the good bits off it now mainly anyway, apart from the interior and the doors and glass. So this one was a genuine end of life vehicle. And do you know the worst part? It's only done to get cheap. It's done 29,415 miles since it was brand new. What happens when they sit and they don't get used and thrashed? If you use them and thrash them, they'll last forever, I'm telling you. Especially if you change the oil once every 78,000 miles and, you know, look at it occasionally. That's why these are dangerous, because they can get a little bit when they want to. That's why they say these are dangerous, because if you do that, there might be somebody's head here and their head goes, and that's hard and this is hard, and then it you know, it don't tickle. But they're also handier than something else. Can't remember what I was going to say, but they're handier than that as well. So there's that. Wheel, is that it? Yeah, that's the wheel, isn't it? We'll go and put that on. I'll bring my persuader. It fell off. Don't know what we do now, the bloody wheel fell off it. Yep. 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 Mint, boys. Absolute peach. There, I've never seen a more original example of a badly bodged, fairly rotten 4-track in all my life. Hello? There's a hole. And there's some plastic in here because that was leaking. So that stops it from leaking, but there's still a hole. That might... Ah! You know when it was getting too dusty in there, and that's why we stopped using it partially? It might be because there's a hole. I might need a can of that rejuvenation cream spray in there to build it back up. We might have to go to Skeptic and go to Wickes or somewhere, get some rejuvenation cream and some more gaffer tape, because that stuff's peeling off. Let's take this wheel. This one's this is a brand new tyre that's perished and cracked. You can tell it's brand new because it's still got the green line around it, but it's completely perished, which is nice. Looks a nice tyre though. If anyone wants to do sketchy stuff on road tyres, I've got a set for sale, and they are sketchy. Ah. Tells you here, look. And it says Pinoy Techo Aglomerat. So that's why they're so good. You don't get tyres with that written on them anymore. You know, and it conforms to BS. So okay, AU144E. So that means it's perfect. It conforms to regulations. It does. Even with all them cracks, it still says it conforms to the regulations. It says on here mud and snow. I don't think we're going to see much snow, but we'll have a good go at the mud part. I mean, it is dirty. If we wheel spin once, we'll just break through and then it's mud. Battery's getting lower. I'm not going to put the extension on to do the side up. Well, that's on there. Lovely. Right, next job. Full drive issue. How can I do this? So now we've got the tyres and wheels and that on there. We're going to investigate the lack of four-wheel drive now and change the front wheels. You should never hammer on these hubs because it can crack them. Don't always do that, it just makes them easy to undo. These are automatic locking hubs, and I'm hoping in here I'm going to find lots of parts that appear to be spare, as in they have no location, which will mean that it's broken. Not this side, the passenger side, but we're going to take both off, chuck it in four-wheel and see what happens. Because I have also got a suspicion we've either done the diff or the drive shaft, or maybe stripped another front prop, but that's unlikely. We won't be able to swap the hubs off any of them. Might end up having to swap the entire assembly over to convert it to 6 volt. So that'll be F73 or F78 front hubs. Entire lot with the wheel bearings, brake disc, the whole shebang. Ooh, I think that just turned. Yep. Amazing that, once you crack them, come out your fingers. But do you think they might crack off? Do they heck as well? Well, that's always a good sign, I guess. Plenty of rust. I think that's a 12mm bolt. We'll get that out, then we'll get the rest. Well, actually, we don't need to take the rest. We'll just get that bolt out and we'll be able to see the end of the drive shaft. And then we'll get her fired up again if she'll fire up. Chuck her in gear and see which side spins and which side does not a great deal. We should see in here these plates and all this rubbish and the end of that drive shaft turning. Ooh. Quite a bit of play in that spline in there, but not enough, I'd say, to let it slip. So let's go and deassemble the other side. It's not really meant to grease them. I normally give them a little spray of WD-40 or something, just so there's minor lubrication in there to keep everything moving where it should. But I just took this side hub cap off, and there appears to be a seal gone, because she is plumb full of bearing grease that appears to have maybe diff oil in it, which is definitely got diff oil in it because it stinks of it. So this might be why we've lost drive. We might not have broken anything, it might just be that well greased that it's just spinning in there rather than driving it. There is, however, one way to test this theory. I might have disconnected the battery. I need to do some sketchy stuff. You hold that up, humbug, while I put this battery lid on. Don't drop it, my arm's in here. There you are, let go. Let go. Right, start now. Oh yeah, that's upset the immobiliser. Plug in the fucking dongle. That sounds real promising. It's 7:15. It's Sunday morning. The site opens at 10, I think. And the rig's running with some tyres on it, and we've got most of a tank of diesel, so we're going to go and get some drinks and snacks and hit the road and see how long it takes us to get up there, because obviously byways and back roads it'll leave Sprongry, and it's going to take a bit longer than normal. I can just see it. Hopefully we'll only break down 42 times and not 48, because that could make things complicated. A little bit bouncy, isn't she? Let's hope we don't see that. She's she's in. This is not fun.
Right, you ready?
Yeah. Let me know when he's going, I'll have a clutch up.
Keep going.
You going again?
Not yet.
So,
Now. How has that not dented the wing?
that's a good mud mixer. Oh. We were up there. Oh, that is deep. Oh, bye-bye rear light. Yeah. There were problems. Started over there. That's the deepest I've ever put a truck in the floor.
Right, he's going.
When the mud line on your truck is over the top of the bonnet and it goes all the way to the rear quarter panel and up onto the canopy, and she's pushed in. The wing got pushed in. This wing has also got some pushed inness about it, and she's getting hot. Mint.